and Brittany Campbell made history last year, becoming the first 1-2 finish for females. Can they do it again here today? A pair of champions right behind them in Bobby Tripp and Mike Cavallero. Mike Duarte, another former champion, and the 4 of Darryl Church. Those are your first 3 rows. Steve Bowden looks the field over. They roll off the corner. There's the green flag. We're underway. Our first feature of our 78th season is underway.
Brittany Campbell with a big run down the back stretch, but Amy Arsenault able to carve, leans into Campbell just a little bit. Arsenault leading that first one, but Brittany Campbell's not going away just yet.
Down the back stretch they go, and Bobby Tripp right there in that 3rd spot sticks a nose up underneath Brittany Campbell down into turn number 3, while Cavallero works that top line. They roll off at 4, and it's Arsenault setting the pace down into turn 1. Tripp and Campbell battling for 2nd, down off at 2.
Yeah, it's 2 by 2 just behind Arsenault as Tripp now with a little bit of an advantage. Mike Duarte just behind him. That's 2nd and 3rd down the bottom row. Meanwhile, Campbell starting to backslide just a little bit. Cavallero on her bumper on the high side as Jake Veneta and the JDV Productions number 29 settles in for 6th.
Down the back stretch they go. Arsenault sets the pace. Right behind her is Bobby Tripp as they come off the corner, turn number 4 to complete lap number 4. Battle right now is for 3rd. The Rocha Landscaping number 50 of Mike Duarte down on the inside, while Cavallero gets a little crossed up. Veneta does a crossover, and look at Martin from the top to the bottom. By the 4th Church, underneath Cavallero, they come off a 4.
Rick Martin looking like lightning with that last lap move. He has inside position on Cavallero, just a nose inside of his quarter as they dive into turn 3. Meanwhile, starting to string out single file just ahead of them through the leaders. Side by side into turn 1 though, as Rick Martin continues to work on Mike Cavallero.
Top 5 trucks, single file, make that top 6 as Martin gets by Cavallero. Here comes Darryl Church on the inside, and the outside lane not kind to these drivers early on. Deep in the field, Ethan Heilborn, Marissa Morgan in trouble for the 61 of Dias as he slows up down the back straightaway, trying to make it back into the pit area.
Anastasio LeBron staying high through 2 as the yellow flag waves. Manny Dias coming to a complete stop high up at turn 3.
Veneta and Rick Martin 5th and 6th. Then you've got Cavallero, Church, Heilborn, and Morgan your top 10. Green flag unfurls. Here comes Manny Dias out of the pits. We're back underway.
Bobby Tripp with a good jump that time. Just a nose advantage as they come off of turn 2. Steam's on down the back stretch, down the Seekonk Speedway lettering, and he has the advantage as they come through 3 and 4, but Amy Arsenault powers off down the low lane, not able to draw him right back in, and Bobby Tripp's going to lead a lap, and for the first time we have a new leader here.
Amy Arsenault battles back, evens up down the back straightaway as they hit turns 3 and 4. Tripp with a little bit of an advantage. Arsenault battles back, a little bit of contact off the corner, and Tripp again by a hair at the stripe will hold on to the top spot. Here comes Duarte down to the inside, 3 wide down the back straightaway. Tripp's got to back off the throttle, settles it back into 4th as Mike Duarte dives down to the inside. He takes over the lead and will lead lap number 11.
Real power move by Mike Duarte there, and Bobby Tripp now continuing to backslide. Amy Arsenault now in front of him. Rick Duarte, a little bumper tag down that back stretch. Things starting to settle out for now. Mike Duarte at the point. Brittany Campbell in 2nd. Car goes around. It's Tom Scully the 3rd off of turn 4. Slides it down harmlessly onto the figure 8 exit. And the yellow is out here for the 2nd time in 12 laps. And we're not even halfway yet. Of course, Jake Veneta able to take down the win back at the end of September in our season finale. So he's looking to pick up right where he left off as well. Field crossed over. 2 by 2 they come as they wrap through turns 3 and 4. Steve Bowden looks over the field. And green flag, and we're racing.
Campbell on the outside, Duarte down low as they hit turns 1 and 2. Duarte trying to hold on to that top spot. Here comes Campbell up top as they roll down the back straightaway, side by side, down into turn number 3. Even Steven off the corner, but it's Duarte trying to get the run. Campbell will take the lead at lap number 13.
Campbell really using that run off the high groove, continuing to lay into that momentum as she steams out in front of Mike Duarte. Mike Duarte still holding down on that low lane. Campbell, though, really starting to find something now on the high groove. Now clears Duarte and slides down into the bottom for the lead.
Campbell becomes the fourth leader of this event, leads it down into 3 and 4. Duarte on her tail as they race side by side behind him. Venator on the inside, Cavallero up top. Down into turn number 1 they go. Cavallero holds a little bit of an edge over Venator down the back straightaway.
Look at Cavallero, full steam ahead. He is clear for third as Jake Venator, seeing that door to the inside of Cavallero close on him. Darryl Church looking to move towards the front as he's knocking on the rear bumper of the 29 of Jake Venator. Single file through your leaders. You have to go back to double wide as Bobby Tripp moving to the outside of Amy Arsenault for 7th.
Trying to use that outside lane up to the top of the field as they battle 6th and 7th down into turn number 1. Martin sits back in 8th. Morgan and Scully round out the top 10. Up front, it is Brittany Campbell setting the pace. The Somerset young lady who just celebrated her 21st birthday leads the charge by 5 truck lengths over Duarte. Here comes Cavallero diving down low, but the caution flag unfurls as DJ Tebow goes around off of turn number 4 in the number 78, and we are slowed up for the 3rd time in this main event. Is third. Venator rounds out the top 5. Looking for the green off the corner. Steve Bowden looks him over, waves the Emerald Silk. We're underway. And as they head down into turn number 1, Campbell picks up where she left off, but she's got Mike Cavallero glued to her rear bumper as they head down the backstretch.
Mike Duarte on the outside, not able to hold pace with Campbell, immediately starts to do battle with Cavallero, but even Cavallero with the pace on Duarte. Duarte high into 1, now slides back, has to hold off Darryl Church for 3rd.
5 more circuits around the 3rd mile as they come off at turn number 4. Campbell has a 2 truck length advantage over Cavallero as the battle for 3rd sits right behind him. Darryl Church on the inside, looking to get up on the podium. Duarte, who had once set the pace, trying to get back up there as they race side by side. Off of 4 they come down to the stripe, and Church will take 3rd that time by.
5 car lengths is the delta for Brittany Campbell at the point. Mike Cavallero starts to set his sights on the top spot. He rides around in 2nd, side by side off of 4 for that 3rd spot. Mike Duarte on the outside, Darryl Church on the inside, and Bobby Tripp with the front row seat to that battle as he rides around in 5th.
Down the backstretch they go, and Duarte had that 3rd spot the last time by 2 more circuits. Twin sticks up in the air, Campbell in control. Cavallero sits 2nd, but the battle continues for 3rd. Duarte and Church racing side by side. Off the corner they come. Church gets a little crossed up. Duarte gets an advantage as he rolls down into 3. One more time around. Brittany Campbell trying to become the first winner of 23, and Cavallero's off the pace momentarily. Duarte up to 2nd. Here comes Church on the outside.
3 wide races. Rick Martin parts the seats. Mike Cavallero gets turned by Bobby Tripp.
Checkered flag is out. Brittany Campbell will pick up the win. 2nd place will go to Mike Duarte. Martin threading the needle up for 3rd. Darryl Church, Amy Arsenault, your top 5. Mike Cavallero came off at turn number 2, and that truck slowed way up and down to the stripe. It is Brittany Campbell picking up the first win of the season. What a way to kick off her Busch Light Accelerate Her program. Here she comes, ladies and gentlemen, our first feature winner of 2023, Brittany Campbell. Brittany, congratulations. What a way to kick off your Accelerate Her program. You just celebrated your 21st birthday, so now you can enjoy the product. But tell us about that and what that's going to mean for you over the course of the season.
It's basically like a separate point system that me and some other ladies from around the U.S. are going to be running. So we gain points throughout these races, and then at the end of the year, we'll get sponsorship money for the top 3 finishers.
Well, this is a great way to kick off. Tell us about the beginning of the race. You've struggled a little bit, fell back, but all of a sudden there you were, and what a move on Mike on that restart, getting by him.
Yeah, I knew he had a fast truck, being able to hang out there on the outside of the heat race, so just kind of being patient. The truck didn't feel as good as it did at the beginning of the race, but it definitely came in towards the end of the race.
Laps are winding down. You know you're out front. You got a comfortable lead. What was going through your mind?
Don't mess up.
I know you got a lot of people you want to thank. What a way to kick off the season.
I got to thank my dad, my papa, Jimmy Kuhn, Watermark Electric, T.V. Brown Music, Electrical Wholesalers, Norwest Automotive, the downtown, B&M maintenance, women in motorsports, and Busch Light.
Congratulations. First victory of 23 is in the books.